I've shut myself on stage in this room. No matter how many times I've done it, that fire and that heat and the gust of wind at the end never fails to frighten the life out of me.
Just wait for menopause.
I haven't really been wearing wigs recently. I've just been going au natural, so I think it's a little bit less flammable. Anyway, I've been walking through the crowd for this next song the entire residency. And up until early this year, way before we were supposed to originally be here together, I used to always spot someone in the crowd each night, as soon as I came on the stage, and I would always make a beeline for them when I was walking up here. But I stopped doing that just because I'm a real empath, and I take on a lot of energy without meaning to, and then I take it home with me, and then I like sit in a puddle. So sometimes it's like cheery and it's like, what's your favourite thing to do? Ride a bike. And sometimes it's like deep trauma that someone wants to offload onto me, which I totally get, because I essentially do the same to you. I essentially offload my trauma into my songs that I give to you. But it's a lot to do every week, kind of every night. So I stopped doing that. Also, I noticed I kept getting sick, so I can't be sick anymore because I have these shows to wrap up and finish. But one of the things I would ask the person that I would spot at the top of the show would be, what's one of your favourite memories from when you were younger? And have some more of that water, I think, you know. And again, it varied from all sorts of things. Lots of grandparents, lots of holidays, like vacation holidays. And again, sometimes people, maybe they were a repeat offender and they'd been to the show before, or they'd seen it online and they would have thought of the deepest possible memory, which would, in exchange, make me sweat and cry, and then they would cry, and then we would basically share bodily fluids. And I think that's sometimes how I was getting sick. But anyway, so what I started doing instead, just for this short run, because I used to in turn then tell one of my favourite memories when I was younger. But 90 shows in, listen, I'm a pessimist. I'm a half glass empty kind of gal. That's just who I am, right? So I can't remember more than 90 happy memories. I try to rack my brain and pre-plan and have them pre-saved to remember to tell everybody, but that also ruins the fun of being spontaneous and sort of saying whatever comes to mind. And I don't want to be a Debbie Downer and give you bad memories. I'm not losing my memory. I'm saying this in a very light-hearted way. It's harder to remember things the older you get. It just is. And also I don't want to repeat my memories, and I also didn't want to repeat ones that I've said ages ago, especially for you guys, because you've been waiting for so long to see the show. So, drunk one night a couple of years ago, I made a card game with one of my best friends. It's a conversation card game, you just sit around, drink about 10 bottles of wine and chat absolute shit. It's basically what it is. And it's all sort of based around love and Saturn returns, which is a huge thing in my life. It imploded and I left my husband when I was going through my Saturn return. Sometimes it's a bad thing, sometimes it's a good thing. I think it was a good thing for me. I'm happy with it, as it were. But if you're going through yours, don't worry about it. It just means change. Often you'll get someone that's slightly older, you being like, oh, girl, you better hold on. You better put your seatbelt on. But I've come to realise it's actually, in the end, it's a positive thing. It just feels like hell while you're going through it, basically. But I've decided to start reading one of the cards. I'm going to go this side tonight. Because it's very spontaneous, and some of them are light-hearted, like the questions that I used to kind of ask people when I walk through the crowd, and sometimes they're very deep. Last Saturday I cried. Yesterday I was completely stumped for about 5 minutes on what my answer was, but there's different things of it. It's called Love is a Game, duh, obviously. And this one is A Drunk Tongue is an Honest One, which has been my motto for about 20 years now. A drunk tongue is an honest one. Something that space makes you wild. Can you see that? I'll tell you what makes me fucking wild. Tequila. Tequila. Jesus, take the wheel. Tequila fucks me up. Tequila makes me aggressive. I'm not ready to throw punches when I have tequila. It makes me fucking vicious. It really is. A drunk tongue is an honest one. It really fucking occurs to me. It implies to me on tequila. I have anxiety for about 5 days after having the tequila. And the thing is I can't really handle liquor in general. I can drink 25 bottles of white wine in one night and I'll be fine. I'll hold a normal conversation with you, right? Three liquor drinks and I am 25 sheets to the wind. I am heading to another planet, and I am the rudest, most fucking arrogant, see you next Tuesday that you could ever imagine. So I steer very clear away from tequila. I just can't handle it, which is crazy because again, I'm a Brit and I can drink wine, drink anyone on the table when it comes to wine. My friend Cameron here knows just about that. I peaked too early the other day during the election. I fell asleep because I'd had 2 bourbons, however you say it. Fell asleep before the fucking election. I woke up but it was all over. I just cannot handle it. So that was a fun one, yeah. Tequila makes me wild. And on that note, this is when we were young.